big this one go? Oscar. Yeah, nice down there. And that was that pass from Nero?
I can't see that far. What we doing?
Down there.
He gets lost easily.
How have you been?
Good, how about yourself?
I'm great.
He's probably just tired of listening to me yammer on for 2 hours straight every week. Lord knows I'm tired of it.
Hold up.
I said, Lord knows I'm tired of it.
It's a little bit worse every year.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too bad. Let's try that. Father's Day's over. Thank you. Yesterday. Last night.
Oh, wow. 24-3. About 5 minutes after they got it.
Yeah, I shut that door down there. If you want it open and just screw it and
Perfect. Thank you. It's a beautiful Monday evening. How about some 16-inch softball? Adam Cumby coming at you live from the Park District of Forest Park. We've got a dirty 38's doubleheader. They're taking on Fat Kids here in Game 1, and then Hex in Game 2. This might be the most organized we have been at a pregame in a long time. I got the roster sheets well early. We are all good to go. Teams are just finishing up their warm-ups and coming into the dugout, but we're going to go through the lineups right now. Dirty 38's your visitors in this one. They're going to be batting Joe leadoff, and then Mark, who would like to go by Lil Ice in this one. So I said, hey, man, whatever's on the score sheet, that's it. So Justin batting third, Julian at 4, Grove at 5, Gary at 6, Allen at 7, Scotty batting 8th, Pap 9, and Dante 10. Defensively for the Fat Kids, left to right. In the outfield, it's Scott, Brandon, and Luke. And then in the infield, Nick, Macho, Tony, Tom, and Bruce, Angelo on the mound, and Noach behind the plate. So pretty familiar defense here for Fat Kids. We're going to get to spend a lot of time with the Dirty 38's and these two. Good warm-up lap. Safe. Hope everyone's having a good Monday night. While we wait for everyone to finish chatting, we're going to go over some stuff. Want to send out congratulations to Chucks for winning the Carroll Open, 4th annual Father's Day tournament over in Carroll, Iowa. Want to congratulate Los Barachos, who will actually be watching tomorrow on our Tuesday night live stream. They won the 4th annual Joe Lopez Phil Coronado men's tournament over at Clyde Park. Westside Outlaws won the USA ASA Field of Dreams Washington Park tournament. So we're getting ready to go here. Mike moving them along. It's about mid 80s right now. Slight breeze. A little more breezy than it was during the day. Perfect weather for some softball. Both teams looking for some big wins as we head towards No Gloves in July 24th through the 27th, the 57th annual. Fat Kids sit at 2-5 right now. Dirty 38's 1-6. You better believe they would love to turn that into 3-6 with 2 big dubs tonight, but Fat Kids and Hex thinking otherwise. As a gaggle of Fat Kids go and take the field. Once again, defensively left to right, outfield, infield. It's going to be Scott, Brandon, Luke, Nick, Macho, Tony, Tom, and Bruce. Angelo on the mound. And then Noach catching. Field looks great. Got the drone out today and was stalking our summer grounds crew team as they were dragging and spraying the field. Fat Kids with the baby blues today. I believe we've seen something different each game for them so far. So Joe, Lil Ice, and Justin ready to go here for Dirty 38's. And a few minutes late, but we are officially underway. Joe lifts that into center in front of Brandon for a quick leadoff single. And here's Lil Ice. So 1 pitch, 1 hit for Dirty 38's. Runner on first. Mark hits that one foul. Over the fence. As we wait for Scott to retrieve that one over by the concession stand. Had a couple glizzies and a slice of pizza before this one. Delicious as always. So all set once again. Knuckleball hit high into left. Scott back, turns, freezes, tag towards second. Joe with good speed. Ball gets through Tony's hands. If that ball was caught, likely would have beat him. Joe didn't slide. He kind of looking over at third base, shrugging, saying, nobody let me know. But he is up. He's now in scoring position here for Justin. That one into left over by the line. Scott, good range to get to it. No tag for out number 2. So here's Julian. Flips that one to the right side. Foul just over the dugout. Julian hits that one over towards right center, tailing back towards Luke. He's got it for number 3, leadoff single, but nothing doing. We head to the bottom of the first with the Fat Kids coming up. So bottom of the first here for Fat Kids. It's going to be Scott leading off, then Tony, Macho, Noach, Brandon, Nick, Bruce, Tom, Angelo, Matt, and Luke. Defensively for the Dirty 38's, left to right across the outfield, Lil Ice, Gary, and Joe. Left to right across the infield, Justin, Julian, Pap, Dante, and Scotty. Allen on the mound, and Grove behind the dish. Couldn't agree more with Grove there. Heck of a pop time. Good throw down to second. Runners beware. Scott takes a strike to start things off. Just caught the back of the plate. A reluctant yeah from Grove. 2-1. Hit hard at short. Julian with it. Throws across. Scotty with the stretch. One down. Here's Tony. Tony hits that one over to second, past Dante's outstretched arm for a 1-out single. Hit that one hard. Peoria Matt was here before the game. Airborne checking in now on Twitch, looking to mush someone. Macho hits that one hard into right field, right at Joe for out number 2. So 2 down, runner on first here for Noach. Take strike 1. Ball deep. Other ball deep. Our guy Veli checking in over on Facebook. Glad to have you with us, bud. Had no clue it was your birthday last week, by the way. Or whatever week it was. I've lost all concepts of time. It's been a busy time here at the Park District of Forest Park. Now that the weather's nice, the pool is open every day. So ball outside. Noach takes the walk first and second, but happy belated. Grove says that one just hit the plate. Big opportunity here for Brandon. We actually did stay open during the light rain on Friday, and then had a luau pool party afterwards. You can check all that out on our Facebook page. Ball deep. Brandon hits that one high into left. Little ice over, under, makes the catch. So both teams scoreless through 1 inning, 0-0 right now. Dirty 38's coming right up. Ooh. So back to it, top of the second. Grove, Gary, and Allen coming up for Dirty 38's. We actually just this year, Airborne, got a lightning detection system, thanks to our friends at Perryweather. Much to the chagrin of a lot of people just trying to have fun. It does a very good job for us during storms. Shout out to Clarence and Curtis checking in over on Facebook. Clarence, I don't know the validity to that statement, but thank you for reminding me. Happy Father's Day to everyone yesterday. But I wasn't on air yesterday, so I'll save it for today. Grove hits that one up the middle, under the foot of Angelo, past Tony, into center for a leadoff single. I went golfing yesterday for Father's Day, but only one guy in our group's a father. But one of our guys sunned us all, so I guess technically he was dad yesterday with an 89. A strike to start things off to Gary. Hits that to the right side. Will it stay fair inside the line? Just foul. Little bit too much tail. Good good look there from Gary, but just a bit too far to the right. You can tell he really wanted that one. Probably like 6 inches foul. That's about it. Ball deep. Just misses inside. That one hammered into center. Brandon a couple steps over, freezes and makes a catch for out number one. Of course, if you weren't with us at the top, I mentioned we are only like a month and a week away from the 57th annual No Glove Nationals, July 24th through the 27th. Cannot wait. One of the longest weeks of my life, but one of the most fun. As Allen gets started off with a strike from Angelo. Allen hits that one down the line. That one's going to stay fair. Carries past Luke. Luke runs into the fence, kicks the ball away past the light. Osinski around third. He is going to touch them all. 2-run, 4-bagger there for Alan Osinski. I think what happened there is Donnie Rollins popped in the chat, and Al just knew he had to impress. Good ball there from Osinski down the right field line. Believe that's what Gary was trying to do as well. Tough to play up against the fence. Unfortunately, once it kicked off there, not much Luke could do. So Scotty here with the bases empty, 1 out. Hits that to the right side. Once again, that's foul. Also, hi, Donnie. Glad to have you with us. Get off me ball. Probably my favorite home run call, mostly because it was mine. Did it one time at Whitewater when I was calling a game, 5 home runs in a row. Of course, made the ESPN top 10, but they used the radio call. I don't blame them. Scotty hits that into right center. Brandon chasing it over, takes a bounce back to him. It's a 1-out single.
You do it right there. You do it.
There's a strike to start things off. I believe it's because they actually called the home runs and I just yelled, get off me ball 5 times in a row. That one into right center, finds some space, kicks past both outfielders, past the left fielder over on field 2. Pap rounding third, not sure what was going on there. Brandon kind of slow played it back into the field. So there's another 2-run bomb for the Dirty 38's in a very productive inning. Pat putting 2 more on, making it 4-0. I could have yelled, get off me ball there, but I was trying to defend my guy, Steve. So Dante, base is empty once again, 1 down. Had 2 big homers in 1 inning. Especially legit ones like that. Dante over past Tom at second, into right. Another single. Back to the top. Here's Joe. Hits that one foul to the right side. Flipped over to the left side. Same idea, different side. Foul, strike 2. Messy score sheet. And my score sheets are messy regardless. Could be a 1-2-3 inning and I won't even know what I wrote down. So far, a whole lot of filled in diamonds. Still just the top of the second, though. We saw last week Fat Kids put them up in bunches. That one hit into center right at the feet of Brandon. Macho cutting that one. Throw was coming in. Nobody really yelling or communicating on that one. So probably an errant cut. Chance to get him over at third. But Dante standing there now. Joe on first. Still only one out. Gary, the second batter of the inning. So Lil Ice here flips that one just over Tom's hand. Throw goes into second. Good throw from Luke gets him. Dante does come in to score. So Joe down at 2. Good job getting another out there on a hard hit ball. Had to hold up to see if Tom would catch it. That one into right. Ball goes into second. So first and third on a single from Justin. We're going to get a timeout here. I'll have sent all 10 to the plate once Julian's at bat starts. Get a little mound visit right now. Don't want him to slip. So 2 down. First and third here for Dirty 38's. All 10 have stepped to the plate. That one over to third. Nick with it. Throws across. Bruce with the catch. And that's going to do it for the Dirty 38's. But they sent all 10 to the plate. 5 of them scored. It's 5-0 now. We head to the bottom of the second. Fat Kids coming up. Kind of bummed out. That might be the first time the randomizer has picked the same 2 songs back to back in a game out of 350 songs. So here for Fat Kids, now chasing 5, it's going to be Nick, Bruce, and Tom, 6, 7, 8. Explosive inning for the Dirty 38's. 2 2-run home runs. Good play by Nick at the end. A hard ground ball from Julian. There's a strike to start things off. Finds the zone there once again. Misses deep. Yeah, Matt Oscar's over on field 2. Right back to Allen. Tips it down to protect that pretty face. Gets out number 1. Can't call that the ugly finder. So 1 down here for Bruce. I'd probably get my hands up and still miss it. Happened to me a few times in baseball. Illegal pitch there. Brucey rocking the Black Franklin batting gloves with the gold trim. Looking regal. Hits that one into short right field. Dante playing back. Gets out number 2. So 2 down here for Boyle. Tom, Angelo, Matt. So Peck is showing up just in the nick of time. Hit hard, but right at Pap, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Dirty 38. So they put 5 on offensively. They hold Fat Kids there. They're coming back up in the top of the third. 5-0. So Dirty 38's going to start the third just like they started the second. Grove, Gary, and Allen. I think I leaned on my phone the last inning and advanced the inning. I was very confused as I was sending it to break. We got it all sorted out, though. That one just misses. That one off the plate. Hit high into right field. Luke freezes under, takes about a half step back, and makes the catch. So here's Gary once again to the left field line. Once again, Scott makes the catch, so 2 flyouts over there. A quick 2 outs for Fat Kids. Allen making sure his illegal pitch from the last inning was still a strike. Mike says, yes, sir. Jasinski hits that one high into center. And a very quick 3 up, 3 down. Just what the doctor ordered for the Fat Kids. Make it a double and Biggie size it. We're heading to the top or the bottom of the third. Fat Kids coming up chasing 5.
How about that? We'll give him the button, coach.
So we've got Angelo, Matt, and Luke then back to the top for Fat Kids. Nice one, Airborne. We do have one right down the street, so I'm sure that can be arranged. Angelo hits that into center. Gary sprinting but pauses, knocks it down. Backhand flip into the infield. Didn't want to over pursue that one, so he slowed down just to try to keep it in front. A good play there on a ball that inevitably was going to drop. Runner on first, and here comes Petkus. Tom running for Angelo over at first. Matt gets under that one and hits it over to Pap for out number one. So Luke steps in, 1 out, runner on first. Ball deep. Just missed deep again. Mike says that one was close. Other one, not so much. Luke rolls that one over to short. Julian to Pap. Pap over to Scotty. Bingo. Bango bongo. That's a double play. So 3 up, 3 down. Just not the way you thought. Heading to the top of the fourth. Dirty 38's coming up. So a 1, 2, 3 third inning for both teams brings Dirty 38's back to the plate. 8, 9, 10. Scotty, Pap, and Dante. I think I called out my stream deck for repeating songs and then it just did it again. So that just might be the way it is. Things will never be the same. It's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. That one. Oh, Boyle dives, can't make the catch. Good job just getting his hands on it. Full extension. That one squirts through off the bat of Scotty for a lead-off single. Our guy Mello checking in on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Mello of the Born Divine. So runner on first here for Pap. Doug checking in on Twitch. Getting in on the food talk. That one back up the middle. Angelo tips it to Tony. Tony throws to one. Bruce with the pick. They get him. A little bit of maybe obstruction over at second. Something as Tony tried to jump and stopped. Might have lost a handle on it, but was able to jump around the runner, get the throw to first. A good pick from Bruce for the double play. Not sure if he lost the ball or just got tangled up with Al, but no harm, no foul. Both players okay walking off. Dante hits that one up the middle, just past Macho for a 2-out single. Big turnaround first, but Brandon gets it in quickly. We cycle back to the top. I always get worried when players start drifting towards each other. That one into right from Joe. Luke gets it in quickly. They hold Dante at third. Tony tries to get him on the back door. First and third now. Good little poke from Joe. And the artist formerly known as Mark, a.k.a. Lil Ice, looking to put another one on the board for Dirty 38's. That one over to short. Takes a bad hop off of Macho. Jumped up on him a little late. Dirty 38's get another one on the board. First and second here with 2 outs. Justin stepping in. Hammered that one right at Macho. Got his hands down, was in great position, and The ball just jumped over him. Jim Macy checking in from New Orleans. As always, glad to have you with us, bud. Over to second. Tom down to a knee. Throws to Tony at 2. And they get him, but 38's scrape another one across. They're leading 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Trying to line it up.
So bottom 4 here. Fat Kids chasing 6. They're back to the top of the order, though, so it's going to be Scott, Tony, and Macho. Joey D checking in on Facebook. Glad to have you with us. On this beautiful Monday evening, live from the Park District of Forest Park. The dulcet tones of the Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center to my left.
Play it out.
That one knuckled over, hit off the fist, started at Julian, ended at Pap. Ended as an out either way, so one down here for Tony.
Okay, you're making next time.
Hit it over to the right side last time. Tony has been very impressive in the short sample size we've done of Fat Kids games, and as he does that, hits it to Joe in right. Little crow hop like he was thinking about a throw at one, but Tony standing on first, a 1-out single. In steps Macho. Oh, yeah. Macho with the red backwards cap and the old Cubs Bears logo, bear logo, it looks like. You know the one holding the bat that way. Macho takes the ball. Ball deep. 3-0 here from Allen to Macho. There's a strike, 3-1. Flips to the left side. Great range from Mark. Makes the catch and gets it into 2. They get Tony on the tag. A nice double play. Lil Ice makes the running catch up against the fence to the left side. Fires it into second. They get the tag on Tony for out number 3. We're going to take a break and listen to them talk to the umpire. So top five here, 4, 5, 6 for Dirty 38's, Julian, Grove, and Gary. So what they were asking Mike was, as Mark made the catch and left as he ran up against the fence, said the ball went over. It should have been out of play, as that one's a strike to start from Angelo. Julian takes time. But Mike said he was in play. He had the ball. And then they were unhappy with the call at second. Bang, bang. Julian hits that in to right at Luke for out number one. Definitely extremely close play over at two. Unlucky break for the Fat Kids. Gonna need a big stop here as they're chasing six. Grove hits that one high into center. Brandon a few steps back, makes the catch. Out number two, a quick two down. Exactly what the Fat Kids need right now. Another quick one, then back to it. Correct. He stayed established. That one into right center. Luke cuts it off on the hop. Big jump and palm to stop that one from going into a gap. So 2-out single from Gary. Al lifts that one into right at Luke once again. Throw goes in towards second. Gets through. Gary coming from first to third to score on an errant throw from the outfield. Allen standing on second. Fat Kids get another run. Or, sorry, Dirty 38's get another run against Fat Kids. Now 7-0 in the top of the fifth. Two quick outs and then two hard hits into right field. Sends Scotty to the plate. Yeah, real good heads up base running. Scotty hits that into right once again. Busy inning for Luke. Makes the catch for out number three. Dirty 38's scraping another one across. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Fat Kids chasing seven. So bottom five, Dirty 38's on top, 7-0 right now. Still 3 innings at the plate for Fat Kids. 3 opportunities, I should say. 4, 5, 6 here. So good meat of the lineup. Noach, Brandon, and Nick. Sean checking in on Facebook. What's up, my friend? Happy Monday. Feel like my weekly disclaimer is I don't really care what Garfield says. Mondays are pretty cool. So is lasagna, so I guess I kind of care. Noach hits that one into a wide open gap up the middle. Good spot there for the leadoff single. Our Twitch, Statler, and Waldorf making a great point. Another 2-out rally. I feel like there has been an inordinate amount of 2-out rallies this season. Big 2-out rallies, too. Brandon hits that one high into center. Gary chasing it back. That one's over. Noach rounding second. They're going to hold him. Good hold there. Dante with a good throw into Grove. Good communication there from Grove. Getting the urgency to get that ball in. Brandon with a deep double, though, puts runners on second and third, and a huge opportunity here for Nick and the Fat Kids to get on the board. Yeah, real nice throw from the outfield and a real good one-hopper there from Dante. Easy to handle for Grove. Allen finds the zone across the plate. That one in to right center once again. Finds some gap. Big turn around first. Throw going into Dante. They're going to hold him at second. Once again, Nick with a base clearing double. Gives Fat Kids 2 on the board. So 7-2 ball game right now. Still nobody out. And the lefty Bruce Lee stepping in. I just figured now that everyone can see the Twitch chat over on all of our other platforms, I've got to brand you guys, you know? Allen set to Bruce. Bruce takes a strike. Real nice pitch there. Just finds the zone. That one misses deep. So Nick on second, a huge double. Bruce, Tom, and Angelo all with an opportunity to bring Nick home. Bruce hammers that one into center. Nick's going to come around and score. Gary's going to throw into second. RBI single for Bruce Lee. Yeah. And here comes Tom. Boyle takes a ball outside. First three have reached and scored for the Fat Kids in the fifth. Ball deep, throw goes to first, hits off the back of Macho's knee. Of course, it's the one that's already sleeved up. That one misses again. Tom takes a walk, so first and second here, nobody out. And the pitcher, Angelo, with a chance to keep adding. Angelo, Matt, and Luke. Angelo pushes that one over to first. Scotty tips it to Dante. Dante's not going to have a play anywhere, and the bases are loaded for Matt Petkus. So we're going to get a timeout for the Fat Kids. Going to get a courtesy runner for Angelo. Last out was Macho, so we're going to work our way down the lineup. Tony was forced out, so Scott probably, they'll have Brandon. Starts things off with a ball. Huge spot here for the Fat Kids. A couple batters ago, it was feast or famine. You knew the Fat Kids were going to pick feast. Fat Kids gets under that one again, reaches for it, popped up on the infield, and Pap makes the catch. Not what you want with the bases loaded and nobody out. But here comes Luke. Illegal pitch there. Luke hits that into center, right at Gary. Macho tagging. He comes in to score, so Luke with the second out, but another run comes across. Deficit cut to 3. Back to the top of the order. Big 4-run inning thus far for the Fat Kids. 2 down now. We'll see if there's another 2-out rally. Scott takes a strike. That pitch similar from Osinski to the first one to Bruce, just on the other side. Doing a good job working the edges. Just missed deep. Scott hits that one up the middle. Pap down to a knee, throws over to first. Scott, he can't make the catch. Tom comes in to score. Big break there for the Fat Kids. Allen let it through. Pap with it. Didn't have much behind it. That one just sunk at first, right at the feet of Scotty. Scotty couldn't handle it, and you are correct, Peoria Matt. We've got ourselves a ball game. Tony hits that into left center. Little ice over, lands at his feet. Brandon in to score. Scott coming around. Allen cuts it. Scott up easy. And we are all tied up at 7 on a bases clearing double from Tony. Tony 2 bags, Tony 2 bibbies. 7 runs in the inning for Fat Kids. Macho, the last one, the only one to not hit in this inning. Good base running from the Fat Kids. Flipped to the left side. That one bounces over the fence. Make sure you check out the Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center, FP Aquatic Center on Facebook. You can visit our Facebook page at PDOFP. See all the cool haps over there. We've got some movies in the park, concerts in the park coming up, flick and floats, pool parties. Macho hits that one into center. Tony comes in to score, and the RBI single from Macho gives the Fat Kids the lead. With 8 runs this inning, they have batted around, and Noach coming up once again. Noach hits that one at second, off Dante's hands. That one looks like it might have stung a little bit. First and second here. The 2-out rally continues. The inning started and we were looking at a potential slaughter rule coming up, and now here we are. Fat Kids have taken the lead. Brandon hits that one into center at Gary for out number 3, but 8 across for the Fat Kids. A huge offensive feast. We head to the top of the 6th. 38's looking to answer. Someone over to my left in the bleachers said, I just went to concessions and that thing said 0. Why does it say 8 now? So 9-10 top here for Dirty 38. It's a big opportunity to answer. They had a 5-run inning of their own in the second. So Pap starting things off, Dante on deck, and Joe in the hole. Pap hits a fly ball to right. Luke turning, ranging back. That one hits off his shoulder. Awkward hop at the end to try to make the play. Throw from Luke comes into second. So Pap standing on 2 on the unlucky bounce off the shoulder of Luke. We're going to get a pinch runner for Pap. Dante takes a strike. Hits that one into right. They're going to hold the runner at third. Good hold there from Dom. First and third, nobody out. Back to the top with Joe. High fly ball into right. Good throw from Luke to get it into 2. Good communication from the Fat Kids bench. Dirty 38's able to tie it up, though, on the sac fly. Lil Ice stepping in. Much different level of communication from the Fat Kid side as well. Was able to hear the call where the throw should go. Lil Ice hits that one in to right at Luke's feet. Dante turns around second. Tony with it, gets the tag. Looked like he swiped Dante's fingertips for out number 2. Justin did not agree with that call. Looks like the game over on field 2 ended. That one into center at Brandon. Brandon cuts it off before the gap. Quick throw in. Ice freezes at second or at third. Tony with the flip. No tag. So Lil Ice standing on third. You can tell both sides the tensions are a little elevated after a big 8-run inning and then tying it up. 8-8 right now. Top 6. Julian hits that one high into left center, tailing away from left, tailing towards center. Brandon makes the catch for out number 3. Dirty 38's are able to tie it up in the top of the 6th. It's 8-8. Fat Kids coming up. So Hex and Dirty 38's following this one, but still plenty of action to go. 8-8, bottom 6th. Fat Kid sending Nick, Bruce, and Tom to the plate. It's one of the all-time reactions there. There's a strike, finds the back of the zone. Nick pushes that down the line, foul. Couple feet. Funny, I'm thinking back to that play over and left, that real nice double play from Mark. I was actually at the Cubs Brewers game when Reed Johnson robbed Prince Fielder of that grand slam. I'm pretty sure they still scored 2 runs on the tags. That one hammered into left center, stays straight, deep in the gap. Lil Ice gets it in. Good throw to keep Nick at first. So leadoff single brings up Bruce. Yeah, Reed Johnson was the best. That diving play into the field in center. What was it in Washington? Washington, where they had a chain link fence at the bottom of the home run fence. Strike there to Bruce. All right, fly ball in to right. Joe with it, no tag. Tom here with 1 out. Yeah, I was at that game with all my radio and TV friends from Whitewater, and I was the only Cubs fan in that group. Strike there from Allen to Tom. I pop fly. Julian back into the outfield grass, makes the catch. Out number 2. Angelo hits that one right at Julian for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Fat Kids. We head to the top of the 7th. It's all tied up at 8. So top of the 7th here, the Dirty 38 sending 5, 6, 7 to the plate. Grove, Gary, and Allen. The scoring on and off for the Dirty 38s. Fat Kids got everything in the 5th. Grove hits that one hard into center. Big leadoff single there for the Dirty 38s. Julian, the last batted out, running for the catcher. That one over to first. Bruce steps on one. Just 1 out, runner on second for Allen. Chance to give his team the lead before the bottom. I believe if you look on the left side of your screen behind the left fielder, Scott, you can see Oscar enjoying an ice cream cone, Matt. I know you missed him. Allen pops that one up to Bruce at first, gets called off by Tom. Good job by Macho running over to back up third in case there was a throw. 2 down. Julian still on second. Scotty takes a strike. Hits that one up the middle. Tony with it. Picks it up, throws it wide of Bruce. Let's see if Scotty's okay. Limping a little after he crossed first. Gets a courtesy. Looks okay. Allen making sure he's okay as well. Says, I'm good. Looks a little ginger, but left it all out there for the love of the game. So here's Pap, 2 down. That one was right at Allen. He said, if I catch that, what happens? So Pap with 2 down, a big runner on first to make it a little bit more comfortable. Hits that one in to right center. Brandon gets it back in quickly. Tony with it. And we've got first and third here for Dante. Just missed deep. Dante hits that one over to Tom. High hop. Good job getting his hands on it, though, for out number 3. Dirty 38's do get one across, though. They've got a 1-run lead. Fat Kids coming up in the bottom of the 7th. So bottom 7, 10, 11, 1. Matt, Luke, and Scott chasing one. What certainly felt like mission impossible going into the 5th turned into a lead for the Fat Kids. They relinquished it in that last half inning, but an 8-run 5th kept them in this one. Chasing one right now. Matt wasn't even in the box. Mike called a strike. Justin wasn't at third. Big smile on Allen's face. Very rare that both teams are like, hey, no. There's a strike. So he gets a strike anyways. Petkus lines that one between third and short into left. Big hit there for Matt after reaching and popping out in his first 2 at-bats when they needed it. A big single to start things off. Runner on first. He gets a pinch runner. So Luke then top. Strike 1 from Allen. Luke hits that one into left. Lil Ice in, then out. Does make the catch. Gets the throw into 2. Julian with a nice cut. So Luke down for out number 1. Dom subbing over at first, so guessing even though Scotty said he was good, giving him a blow. We'll see how he's doing for game 2. So back to the top runner on first one out here for Scott. Just misses deep. Tying run on first. Scott rolls over that one to third, just under Justin. That one did not come up into the hands. Throw from the outfield gets into Grove, and just like that, runners on second and third, the winning run on second, and 2, 3, 4 coming up for the Fat Kids. Justin was in good position for it, was expecting the hop, tried to play the hop. No hop, though. That one just stayed down right through the legs into left. The throw just past third allowed Scott to get to second, so they walk Tony to load the bases. Bring up Macho for the double play opportunity. Macho hits that one into left. Mark makes the catch. Throw goes towards third. Scott now one base away from winning this one. All tied up at 9, 2 down. So they walk Noach to get to Brandon. And my heart's pounding. I'm not even playing, so Allen set. Brandon takes a strike. That one sails outside. Brandon hits that one just over Pap for the game-winning hit. Makes that one 10-9 for the Fat Kids, and they are victorious. So the Fat Kids were chasing 7-0 going into the 5th inning. They put 8 across, relinquished the lead in the top of the 7th, send 2 across the plate, and they are victorious in this one, 10-9. A huge comeback win for the Fat Kids. A great game played from both sides. Wow. So that's going to do it for our first game here. Fat Kids victorious over Dirty 38's. Dirty 38's going to turn it around and come right back against Hex here in probably about 10 or so minutes. So we're going to end this one, get everything turned around. We'll be back live to watch a little bit of batting practice and hang out in the chat, and then we will be ready to roll for game 2. We've got Hex, we've got Dirty 38's. Want to thank everyone for joining us for game number 1 of our Monday night double dip. The Fat Kids victorious over Dirty 38's.